Hi everyone, I'm Miguel and I'm gonna tell you about my school trip to San Diego. This trip had to be special because I was going to confess my feelings for my best friend Valencia for the first time in my life. We'd been friends for years, and to avoid being in the friend zone forever, my friend Louis persuaded me to make the confession especially romantic. My class and I were to visit a huge park in town called Balboa. There's a cool zoo, art galleries, museums, gardens, and other beautiful places there. I was hoping to confess my love to a childhood friend just as I was walking. We would sit down for a picnic among the beautiful trees in the shade, and I would take her aside and give her a bracelet with a red heart pendant. Valencia just adored red stones. She believed they brought her good luck and wealth. We got there and almost immediately went for a walk with our school teachers. Everything was cool, the mood was great, and the weather was nice. Whenever I got close, Valencia was distracted by one of the girls, either taking a picture with her or being asked to take one. Louis encouraged, "Don't worry, my friend. There's still more opportunities to come. The trip has just begun." Oh yeah, I didn't realize at the time that this was just the beginning of the craziness. Valencia? Yes, Miguel? Why don't we keep walking? Why? I just wanted to walk that way, to walk straight ahead are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, well, why don't you go get a drink of water? You look a little pale today. I backed up a few steps, and Valencia and her friends walked away. That's no good. You have to rehearse. But how? We'll be stopping at the bathroom a couple of blocks away soon. Let's do a skit back there. I'll be Valencia, and you'll confess and give me a bracelet. Done. We ran behind the bathroom while everyone lined up. I stood in front of Louis and said, "Honey, what are you, like 30 years old? Why do you sound like my grandfather?" Yeah, you're right. Darling? No way! What a cringe! Okay. Valencia? There, that's better. I put my arm around Louis's waist and pulled out the bracelet. You and I have been friends for so many years, and all this time I've loved you, and I have a gift for you. I pulled out a bracelet with a heart-shaped stone and wanted to put it on Louis's hand. He mimicked Valencia, covering his smiling mouth and shooting his eyes. "God, I'm so excited," he said. "Hey, lovebirds!" I heard. 2 kids on bikes were coming at us. They grabbed the bracelet and took off toward the market. Louis and I looked at each other and ran after them. "The bracelet! Give it back!" I yelled. But the local boys shouted something to the vendors and we were pelted with street food. We ran out of there barely alive, soiled with leftover food on our heads. But on the way out, we ran into a local gang of street thugs, and behind them were the 2 children who had stolen my bracelet. But somehow I quickly changed my plan of action, and Louis and I were already running off in the other direction. Of course, we had lost sight of our group, so we ran purely wherever our eyes could see, most importantly faster and farther away. Some granny hit Louis on the back with a broom, shouting, "You thief!" And he almost fell over. I managed to catch him and on inertia pushed him aside. As it turned out, on the roadway, where we immediately almost got hit by a car. From the loud sounds of the horns, we ran to the left and quickly wandered onto the beach. It was our chance to escape among the people. We headed in the direction of the campers, but the first passerby got in our way. It was a naked man. Just naked, nothing on him. Louis and I thought he was a local lunatic and ran on, but soon there were more like him. "I think we're at a nude beach, bro." "Then we have no choice but to blend in." We took off our clothes on the run and threw them away. We ran naked from that gang. Having merged with the other people, I excelled a little. Now we didn't have to run away. However, another problem appeared. As we sat down to catch our breath at the end of the beach, an old lady, at least 100 years old, came up to us and held up a bag that she claimed had our stuff in it and said that she would only give it to us if we put cream on her body. The mere sight of her was enough to cause psychological trauma, and then there was this. In a moment of utmost despair, I realized that I would have to sacrifice something and pushed my friend forward. I'm sorry, but I couldn't. My heart was occupied with Valencia. You should have seen Louis's face. He almost threw up from the sight. I could see he was cursing to himself. When he was done, we reached out for the bag. But it turned out that the old woman had deceived us. Her bag wasn't filled with our things. It was filled with incomprehensible bags and plastic bottles. She just laughed and moved on, wiggling her hips. My eyes. I realized with horror that we would probably be stuck here with no clothes, no bracelet, alone, and grow old like this lady. We walked straight ahead and found a couple of towels to wrap around ourselves and ran to find our group. Our bags and some clothes were left on the bus. All hope was left for them at least. Just as we walked off the beach, we immediately ran into that gang. I saw the kid with the bracelet and yelled for him to give it back. To which the leader of the group quickly replied, "Give me the money, then your bracelet." "You're joking. It's my bracelet. I'll go to the police." The guys looked at each other at first, and then they laughed. "Go to the police. Go ahead. Let's see what the head of police will say when he finds out that you took something from his son, even if it's someone else's." That's when I realized something. Louis signaled for me to get out of there, and we ran away from them again toward the bathroom, but our group wasn't there anymore. Two nuns walked by. They crossed themselves, and Louis and I nearly fell through the floor. Just then, a scroll went out. It was the police. They were going to arrest us for disorderly conduct because we were running around half naked. "Louis, let's go to the zoo." "God damn it, I curse this day." We ran to the zoo, dashing through crowds of women and children at lightning speed. The police ran after us, but we were a little faster. A few minutes later, Louis saw our group, the teachers, and my Valencia. I accelerated so hard I couldn't stop. "Get out of the way! Get out of the way!" I yelled and ran right into my beloved. As I ran, I snagged my towel from the cage and fell naked on top of her. Silence, shock, shame. Louis whispered, "Cringe." I wanted to get up, but the cops lifted me by my arms and I had to cover myself with my legs. It made me want to change my name, my passport, my sex, and my country. Just a few hours ago, I'd imagined opening my heart sweetly to the girl of my dreams, and now I was lying on top of her naked in the middle of San Diego with a gang of ghouls chasing me. Valencia looked at me as I turned my head in her direction, and I'm a moron, couldn't find anything better to say than, "What's up?" Shame. If you could screw up big time, that's exactly what I did. No more and no less, but exactly enough to make my love embarrass me for life. Valencia was silent. What did I expect, though? All the girls closed their eyes and the boys laughed. The teachers came out and the cops took us all to the station, and at least I could get dressed. After the explanations, they took the guys to the station. They found the bracelet. And it turned out that they were just common thieves and they didn't have police dads. They wanted to intimidate us. If I had known that, I wouldn't have given the bracelet to them originally and none of this would have happened. The accessory was returned and we got out of there. Because I wasted the time of the teachers and the guys, we didn't have time to walk around properly. We got on the bus and drove home. Louis passed out on the way. He was really tired. And I couldn't sleep. I kept looking at the bracelet and realizing that I was just a loser and I really shouldn't confess my feelings. After a couple of hours, Valencia invited me to sit next to her, calling in a whisper. It sounded exciting. "Are you okay?" "Well, considering how I blew the whole trip and now the whole class hates me, I'm fine." "Come on, it'll blow over." "No, I don't think so." "Okay, well, it won't, but we all got to see your ass." "Yeah, that's quite an accomplishment." What kind of bracelet did you ask those guys for? Oh, it's nothing. Ah, I see. It's just, you don't wear women's bracelets. He bought it for you. He just wanted to declare his love, but it didn't go according to plan. Louis? What? Will you tell her already? You're the reason we're in this mess. I wanted a vacation too, and I ended up running around with you. And now you won't let me sleep either. Everyone on the bus knows how you feel, and you still haven't told her. Wait, what do they know? I'm sorry, he's kidding. Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, well, I'm gonna go see Louis. I got up and took a couple of steps and then went back to my seat. Look, Valencia, I know this is stupid, but I have to tell you this, you know? I like you too, Miguel. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. But wait, what? Two? You're not kidding? Oh my god, the whole class knows about it. Only you don't. Really? Oh, Valencia. Oh, my happiness was not to be conveyed at that moment. It was the most horrible and the most beautiful trip in the history of the school. I put the bracelet on her, and my girlfriend was thrilled with it. I rode the rest of the way holding hands with her. That's awesome! And here I thought the friend zone was forever. Anyway, it ended well. And how is it now, you ask? It's just getting started. Tell me, guys, did you like my story? Write your opinion about it in the comments below the video. Don't forget to like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.